Hey, come on in. Steambot Chronicles.
These bots are made for walking, and that's just what they'll do.
At the ready, Steambot Chronicles.
One of these days, these bots are going to walk all over you. Hello and welcome once again to Let's Play Steambot Chronicles. Let's play some Steambot Chronicles. Last time we crossed the desert successfully, finally. It only took 2 days. Hooray. We're here to deliver Connie to her band in Happy Garland. Let's have a look at the construction workers before that, though. They're helping repair this castle wall in Alcazar de Condor. They're not quite sure what they're doing that for. Don't know who's paying them. I guess this might be the Deloche Emporium's main base or something. They've only just started out, so they're just getting them repaired. Albert wants to go to Happy Garland. We shall take him there, but first we must equip the right part. Let's go do that. Let's do some shopping, but not too much because we have terrible money problems. It's almost 3,000 is nowhere near the amount that we need for what we want to do in Happy Garland, unfortunately. Missing out on the Fen ruins to avoid that nasty glitch I mentioned has cost us quite a lot of money, actually. By this point we should have quite a bit more, especially if my plan to completely strip out the dungeons for everything they're worth whenever I come across them. Which I could not do! I probably could have done a bit, but I really didn't want to trigger that glitch. My 100% completion would be ruined, I say, ruined! Weight restrictions are certainly an annoying thing. You know, when I said there was no reason not to use the bigger versions of the back frames, maybe I was wrong. Whatever. We've got a carriage, we've got our spiky balls, and we're gonna take Albert home. Wonder where he works. How is he planning on getting the steel beams back? When did they do like mail order? Anyway, we've equipped ourselves some wheels. Ironically described as a leg part, the wheels are the fastest leg part in the game on flat terrain. On smooth roads. Well, they're pretty good. Off-road they're a bit more rubbish. I think the bird legs are faster than them off-road. We currently own the fastest legs and the slowest legs, I believe. We haven't actually used them, but we do have the caterpillar legs. And over here is the zigzag way. So called because it zigs and it zags all the way. 2 new enemies are coming at us. Well, 1 new type of enemy. We'll meet the second new type of enemy after we've dealt with these guys. The freshers. They're enjoying their first week at university. They spend it getting drunk mainly, and not really learning much. You can pick these guys up. They're not much of a threat. They're sort of annoying. They fly around a lot. Desperately want to capture hitting something with something else on camera, but that's just not happening. So I backed off so much that I actually spawned another one. I must have done this while still fighting the last one, otherwise I would have spawned 2 again. The way the spawning in this game works, if you leave the area in which they're in, they will just reappear. That's why in the Pantano swamplands we had to fight all those guys twice. So when we went to Honeybee Gardens they reappeared. So I had to wonder if we just kept doing that, would there eventually just be a forest of legs in that area? They all drop legs. It's a question for the ages. Now these guys aren't a problem, let's blow them up. Ah! Not sure who these bandits are, I think they're just generic bandits like the guys in the swamplands. They aren't giant mace fishing this time, they're just attacking random travellers coming from the desert. To be honest, if the desert hornets didn't get you, I don't see why these guys would. This guy up here though, he might be a problem. So much of a problem we might want to take this tree with us. Here we have the Triclops enemy. equipped with a big smashy mace and a big smashy club. Our shield arm is saving us from quite a lot of damage there. They pack a punch. If they get in a couple of good hits with no shield, you are down. You are down and you are out. You are buggered well and truly. Their main thing is they are incredibly slow though. There's lots and lots of ways to deal with these guys. They're actually pretty entertaining to fight. There's a lot of high risk factor there. Your main enemy is your attack animation. You're using a melee weapon and you trigger a combo. So you press it 3 times in a row and you do a fancy up in the air animation. Yeah, you're going to get hit. You're left completely vulnerable. Also, trees with leaves do more damage. Who knew? Yeah, their maces can be blocked. You saw there, it just sort of hit my shield arm. Very lucky. Because I fire my mace at the same time that they fire their mace. By mace I mean spiky ball. Then it will cancel each other out, and I think any regular attack will cancel it out as well. Wrong there though. Oh Jesus, I got hit there. Look at my health. It is well down. Nice thing about these guys is they drop a total of 80 each, and there's 3 of them. I mentioned my terrible money situation earlier. These are the solution to my money situation at the moment. Well, they're not the most effective money making method we have available to us at the moment. They are the only one that I feel comfortable using without having to go further on in the game than I want to. Don't want to go to an area I'm not covering yet in order to sell some stuff. So I shall come back here and grind these guys a bit later. Most of that shall be off camera though, for your benefit. Right, over here we have the pit stop in this area. Grinding those guys is very easy because you got a pit stop right here, and if you go back to the zigzag way, all 3 of them will respawn. So if you equip 2 melee weapons and don't get hit, you can basically kill them until you run out of durability, then restore the durability for like 70 You can probably go about 3 or 4 times through all 3 of them. That's quite a chunk of money you can make fairly quickly. Not the best way to make money, but it'll do. Anyway, here we are in Happy Garland. You can see a river here. Not sure if that's the Egret Brook. It probably is though. That river's going everywhere. Naturally, we're not allowed to go round Happy Garland. We have to go through it first of all. Let's go inside. It's a little bit of information on Happy Garland, the largest city in the country. It's not that large though. It's got a lot of stuff in it though, very dense. Except for the outlying portions, which are very undense. It's creamy on the outside and crunchy on the inside. Armadillos.
This is Happy Garland, the largest city in the country. We're finally here. Park there, by the Lobster Inn.
Don't know where she's pointing because the Lobster Inn is not in sight at the moment. See, the city is basically one big road with a little side path there. Across the river is the station square. Set out fairly similarly to Nefroberg. There's the motor place for this town. Over there's the hospital, we'll be going there later. There's the river with 2 bridges across, very nice. Let's head to East Happy Garland. Yet more loading zones. North Happy Garland is the most useless loading zone, as it covers only the Memorial Park, which we basically only have to go to a couple of times. Up here is the Lobster Inn, the hotel that we're allowed to stay in. Naturally, any nicer hotel is out of limits to us.
The others should be inside. Come on, this way.
Yep, this is where we're going. We're also hungry. Let's have some food. glance around. Ah! Where'd you come from? Ah, the stock market. We'll be there later. There's a lot to cover on the stock market. I hope I don't bore you with it. Well, let's have some food. That desert bread really fills you up. Well, let's head inside.
Welcome to the Lobster Inn, shall we?
We shall. Doors confuse me.
Hey guys, look.
Hey!
Connie, you're all right. Thank goodness.
Sorry for making you guys worry.
Wasn't there some kind of train accident? How'd you get here?
Vanilla and I crossed the Sabia Desert in his trotmobile.
The Sabia Desert? Are you serious?
It ain't no fang.
It was like a walk in the park.
Seriously, it's a very small desert.
Aren't there thieves in the desert? You're incredible.
Really small. I don't know why we stopped in the middle.
Huh? Where's Fennel? What's wrong?
Fennel's gone. He doesn't really want to play in the band anymore.
What?
He's been acting up for a while, and when you left...
This is all because I went to Neferberg on my own. I'll go talk to him.
It won't do much good. We've already tried.
But I should apologize and...
Well, he's at the station hotel if you really want to.
Then I'll be back later.
I know we've asked a lot of you, but could you keep an eye on Connie? She tends to take things personally.
What are you, her mother?
I'm concerned too. Don't worry, I'll help.
Thanks so much. Take good care of her, okay?
Fennel's at the station hotel. Probably in the restaurant. I'll mark it on the map. Let me know if you get lost.
Last week, Fennel quit the band. Anyway, we've got to go after Connie, who's gone to talk to Fennel, because she is 5 years old and we are her babysitter, apparently. Sigh. Wrong button! Anyway, Marjoram marked the station hotel on our map. It's up there in a bit of happy Garland we haven't been to. See, there's 4 loading zones here. One with the arena, one with this street, one with the station square, and one with the memorial park up there. Very nice. Well, before we go and visit Connie and Fennel at the station hotel, we got a lot to explore. We got a whole new town available to us. There's a few places we want to go first of all. We're not allowed out here. Don't know what the point of this is. So we'll see, this guy isn't here later. There's just a random guy painting a wall while standing on what looks like a gymnastics horse. Presumably to prevent you from going out the back, but nothing happens. Nothing special happens when you go out the front. There's no cutscene or anything. It comes out into the same loading area, so I can't see how it would bugger anything up by going out the back. Maybe it's just to stop you from exploring the back streets and getting lost. I don't know. It's very hard to get lost. It's the Urban Times. The Urban Times post their newspaper outside their building instead of actually selling it, which explains their dire situation. More information about the Quail Tunnel incident. We should go talk to the police about that, apparently. And the station hotel won the business today. Hello, man. Man who roams the night. I'm not gonna associate with you, Mr. Man. You worry me. Okay, let's go to the stock market. Today's Saturday, so the stock market is open. There it is. Let's go and exchange some stocks. We're going to be doing some incredible insider trading. It's a fully functional working stock market they've got going on here in this game. Lots of people to talk to in the stock market. We want to go and talk to this guy over here. He's got some stuff we want. He knows all about the stock exchange, but I know more because I've been reading guides. It's one thing you want to talk to him about though. You want to select not this one, the next one, the important one. There we go, I'll get to it eventually. Yeah, whatever. There we go, okay. Right, we can buy stocks and we earn dividends on stocks. This is a terrible way of making money because you get fuck all. We get very little dividends. If you owned all the stocks in the game, you probably only get like 5,000 a day in dividends. It's not that nice. Right, I think if you say no here, you can get the book for free or a lesser price. I couldn't be bothered with that though because I'm terrible with money. That's why I spent all my money on cheese and biscuits. Buying this book does get us a very useful thing. An item is so useful that it actually becomes a number 2 in our inventory when we sort it automatically. It nestles there right after Vanilla's diary. Portfolio keeps track of our stocks and their values. Right, anyway, most of the companies represented in the stock markets are companies you can actually go and visit. There might be something you can just buy stuff from, or there might be locations you can actually go and visit. An example of a company that's on the stock market that we've been to already is the Hayabusa Carpet Mill, the Nefro Theatre, the railway, all sorts of places. Interacting with them, spending money in places, gives a higher chance of the stock price increasing for the next day. And solving side quests and helping out those companies will increase their stocks by massive amounts. So the basic idea is to buy up stocks in companies that are doing terribly, then through side questy action improve their standings and then sell it all for a massive profit. The first company we want to be interested in is the Urban Times here in Happy Garland. They are in a very bad way, as we'll see later when we actually go and visit their building. They're the second cheapest stocks at the moment. The cheapest is in fact the Nefro Theatre. Of course, I ballsed up and did a bit of the Nefro Theatre side quest, so their stock price is actually going up at the moment. I'm going to try and balance holding off on side quests until I've bought a load of stocks and actually showing off the side quests in a timely manner, so I'm probably not going to take the most efficient route through this game in terms of stocks. Now, the people we want to talk to are the people behind the desk here. We want to actually buy some stocks. The Urban Times business writer is giving us a clue on actually how to help them out there. Want to know about the liberation of Nefroburg, which we were instrumental in. See, Garland Transport Pencil Railroad, the railway company, Riverside Hotel, Station Hotel, lots of places. Nefro Burgers, that's an interesting one. That wouldn't exist if we didn't give Timid Charles the burger recipe. I think there's a few other companies he can start based on what recipe you give him. Galoche Emporium, Siberian Musk Hotel, those are all ones we've heard of. You can see the Nefro Theatre is at 30, but we wanna go with the Urban Times first of all. That's not as many stocks as I'd like to buy, however. And the maximum amount of stocks you can buy for a company, I don't believe you can buy them all in one day. I think there's some sort of limit on it. I'm not 100% sure what it is. at the moment. I should do some research on that or something. I could do it right now. I could pause the video and do it right now, but I'm not going to because I'm lazy and I want to roll here. Anyway, let's go visit the Urban Times. It's possible to get to more than 400 in a company if you are rewarded for a side quest or talking to somebody and they give you stocks in a company you already own 400 of. That's not going to happen for the moment though, unfortunately. Right, here's the Urban Times building. Let's see what we can do about helping these guys out. This seems like an important sounding item, a 10-year-old newspaper. Maybe it's got some sort of important story in it, but no, it's not. What that actually is a sort of carpet you can put in your apartment. If we had an apartment, which we don't have because we haven't completed the Vladimir real estate side quest. Yes, if we've done anything with them, we haven't, because it's just a sort of carpet. See, I was confused about this and had a quick look. Where is it? Right at the bottom. Carpet, size 8x8, and you can throw it away, so it's not a quest item. Let's keep it though. Let's keep it forever and treasure it. At some point we may want to outfit an apartment with, you know, bits of old carpet and boxes. Right, this is the important room. We want to help out the newspaper, we want to come here. If you do not help out the newspaper, it's possible for it to actually go bankrupt and close down. But to do that you have to actually finish the game without doing any part of the side quest at all. Basically just don't go in this room and complete the game and it's gone. It's too late. Can't save it. Now where would Vanilla be without random people thinking he's somebody else? The editor-in-chief is so desperate for new workers here at his failing paper that he doesn't care that the guy he hired was clearly not named Vanilla. Needs an exclusive. Yeah, we are not really much of a reporter because we don't actually report anything, we just tell them about it. You don't write up any articles. Hello Betty! But there's 3 stages to this quest. We have to tell them about 3 marvellous deeds that we have done in order to boost the paper's current standings. Exclusives. The first one, of course, mentioned by the business editor. Killer elephants left Nephroburg. Do we know anything about that? Yes, we do. We totally screwed them over with our Trotmobile prowess. That is quite a scoop. A pooper scooper of a scoop. Indeed. Right, let's go get our reward. That's not a very good reward. Oh, that sounds good. That's a bit better. 10 stocks. 10 lovely stocks. That's actually at the moment worth 360 so it's a bit better than the 10 we got for the story. Now, while we're here, we want to have another look around. There's another floor up here. Up here is the archive room. That's one thing to look at in the archive room. One specific thing, if I can find it. Where's that little red symbol? There it is! Well, now we know why chicory is such a sore subject with the Globetrotters. We learnt a new name, Sir John, the father of the person who ran over Chicory and killed him dead in front of this train station here in Happy Garland. Interesting. It's worth noting that the picture we discovered... Also, guess what I forgot to do? That's right, I forgot to drop off Albert. Anyway, that picture we discovered in the shack at the start of the game was a picture of Chicory and Dandelion with Connie. That's why she was so sore about it, because Chicory's dead! Anyway, here I'm going to demonstrate my money grinding technique. Well, this is my least advanced version. I've equipped a shield and the spiked ball. This is the very safe way in which you take no damage at all. Basically spend a few minutes just killing these guys, collecting their delicious rewards. See, it's very, very easy to move out of the way. As I said before, your attack animation can lock you into getting hit sometimes, so it's always best to be a bit cautious. Sometimes you can sort of attack and slide at the same time, but sometimes it just doesn't work and it's very confusing. These guys are quite fun to fight, whether you're guarding or dodging or boosting out the way, or simply staying at a safe distance and shooting them with a ranged attack. Anyway, we head down here. Pay attention to the minimap, for the red cross has reappeared. We've entered the zone where they reappear. This guy here is actually the most dangerous because he's hard to get around. He has to climb up the slope, so he's got more of a chance to hit you with a mace, but whatever! One more thing we want to actually do at the moment. This actually occurred a bit later. This is like the late evening after we went to the station hotel, which you haven't seen yet. I thought I'd stick it here because this video is a bit short and the other one's a bit long. Well, you want to talk to Pablo the artist, who's appeared here now. He wasn't here earlier, and we want to buy his painting, as we always do, to continue his side quest. The arid deserts. We're going to have to come back in the morning and give him a lift at Happy Garland to continue with him. I wanted to do this today because it makes him want to go to Happy Garland tomorrow. We don't buy it, he'll just wait here until we do. Anyway, that's it for today. Probably update later in the week with the rest of our doings here in Happy Garland. See you then. Goodbye.